YouTube. See what's popping with this damn app for a quick second, y'all. Oh, he's from New Jersey. Yeah, man, what it do? What it do? I'm just waiting to see who might pop up in here. Have a little conversation. We have a little conversation. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Everybody the fucking like button for your boy. So everybody be going live at the same time. So hard to get a lot of support. Everybody go live at the same fucking time. Hard to get a lot of support. Everybody go live at the same fucking time. Hard to get a lot of support. Everybody go live at the same fucking time. Let's me listen to my audio. My fault, y'all. Had to hear something real fast. I like to monitor this chat shit too from wait till I get some people up in this damn room. Like I said, I keep saying this, man. YouTube is on that funny style stuff again. Yep. Like the YouTube is really on that funny style shit. But that's all right. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it pushing, y'all. I don't let things discourage me from keep grinding. I'm one of those kind of people. I ain't gonna really let too many things stop me from grinding. You know what I mean? When I got my mind set on something, I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done. But then you got platforms like this that just be I don't know, fucking with you. You know what I mean? Like stopping you from progressing and shit. That shit definitely can be annoying. But I definitely want to get into some family topics. Some information I was looking on the online and stuff like that about the Jai Amos passing and stuff like that, and some things I want to get into about that. If I could get a crowd, like I said, my lives is about doing a crowd, having a crowd because my lives is about a crowd. I could just do uploads, and I might actually start doing some uploads too. I might try to see if I can fuck around and do an upload or two. Start doing some uploads too to go in the arsenal because these lives ain't really kicking it the way I want to kick it. The lives ain't kicking it enough. I want to kick it, y'all. Like they are, you could build an audience up, but when you got motherfuckers hating, you know what I mean, and the platform itself hating, it's only so much can do. But you got the platform itself is hating, so it's only so much I can do. So yeah, we live YouTube. We live for a quick second. This probably won't be the only time I go live throughout the day. I like to split my lives up, like I be doing like 45-minute lives, whatever. So. have people come and touch base and shit like that. So I'm just seeing who might pop up in here for a quick second. Hold on, y'all. Sometimes I ain't like having the camera all on my face like that. You know what I mean? Like one thing I hate about one thing I hate about this the way they did this app took away you cutting off your camera. Like that was pointless. Fuck you gonna take away somebody cutting off their camera. I think too many people cut their camera off and YouTube got tired of that shit. I guess they look at it as you not really giving a good show if you're not on camera. You know what I mean? They want you to be visible. They want you to be visible on the YouTube app. So it definitely takes away. Yeah, but I'm waiting to see who might pop up in here. I guess it's still early. YouTube still half asleep. YouTube don't be notifying people when I'm live. That's why I be telling people hit that notification bell. We know I'm live. Hit that notification bell. Yo, eventually y'all gonna wish I hit that notification bell. I always tell people this, and I said this in the beginning of me doing lives. Support a channel while it's growing, because once the channel grows and shit, it ain't gonna matter no more. Some of y'all support I might not need once the channel really gets to where I wanted to get at. Always need support, but grow when the channel was growing. You know what I mean? Don't be one of those motherfuckers that just come around when you see a platform popping. That shit tries to me. Be one of the people that's been rocking from the beginning with the page. You know what I mean? That means more. Even for you, even for people that's just been supporting. You know, that goes a long way because the people that do the content, they definitely can be keeping notice on like who was supporting from the beginning. And I'm sure a lot of big creators help out the people. A lot of people help out the they people. Yeah, I could tell. This on some real shit. I could just tell YouTube is on some funny style shit right now. I don't know if it's because of the viewers I'm getting and the likes not really hitting the way it's supposed to, but I could tell if they trying to shadow ban or they're not showing people I'm live. YouTube do that shit once in a blue moon. Monkey Man in the building. Salute the Monkey Man. What it do? What it do? What it do? Like I said, I'm on here. I'm on live for a quick second, waiting for a crowd to pop up. You know what I mean? I be waiting for a crowd to just be talking. Sometimes I talk to myself, talking to one person. Everybody, make sure y'all hit that like button. We're gonna get to some conversation. Y'all know every time y'all pop into the Jersey Rich platform, we're gonna have some conversations, even for a quick second, a couple minutes. You know what I mean? Yeah, waiting for a few more people. Everybody hit that like button. Though I appreciate it. You know what I mean, like I said, YouTube is hating right now because of the other content I've been dropping about Diddy and the Kim Porter's book and me just putting out information about it. I checked my last lives out. You know, they ain't really do a lot of numbers because I'm talking truth. YouTube don't like when you talk truth. YouTube don't like when you talk truth, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button. Even if I don't even stay, don't really matter though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hit that like button though, y'all. That notification bell too. A lot of people don't have that notification on for your boy. You know what I mean? And unlike y'all, you know, what I mean, I keep the notification bell on, for other people's platforms, so I know when y'all live. If I'm not busy, you know, what I mean, I make sure to check to see what's going on with the YouTube world. People be hating, yup. People be haters. Yeah, YouTube hating, y'all. In my opinion, YouTube is hating right now. I think even me saying YouTube hating, I think they be putting that in the algorithm. Oh, he's saying that we're hating, so that's not show his content off and shit like that. Like, boy, yeah, they don't like the truth, monkey man. They don't like the truth. They don't like the truth. Because I was speaking real truth, like dropping good content. Even the people that was those people I had in the chat, like, you put some good content, like good viewers, good content. Good people in the chat. That like it's. I tell people when YouTube be hating, right? It's really about the supporters. Because once YouTube see you really got dedicated supporters, they don't have a choice but to push your platform. That's why I make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that notification button. I do it for y'all. I do it for the page too. I appreciate it, Monkey Man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I said, so since I ain't gonna worry about the two viewers I got. I'm just gonna get into some content I was gonna talk about. As y'all know, John Amos passed away. He passed away a while ago too, like 46 days ago, almost 50 days ago. He passed away, right? And there's always been some talk about his kids not taking good care of him, and the reason why he passed away is because he wasn't getting good taking care of. And even him coming forth, like I think a year ago, him saying that he was getting mistreated. He was saying it was his daughter, but a lot of people, son. A lot of people were saying it was his son that mistreated him for a while. He had Alzheimer's. What I mean, just him not getting mistreated. He died from a heart problem and stuff like that. It's just a lot of misinformation about his death.
So yesterday we sent
So
a
hold on,
rest in
fast.
peace
So
to
that's why I'm like, what? So you can't. Who can you count on? If you can't count on family, you can't count on people to take care of you, like the nurses and shit like that. Who can you really count on? Like, look, at the end of the day, we all gonna get old one day. If we all live to be old, we gonna be old one day. You know what I mean? And when you look at when you get old, dang, if you really count on your kids, hopefully we can. I pray that I can count on my sons to take care of me. You know what I mean? If I can't wipe my ass no more and shit like that, you know what I mean? My teeth and shit can't eat. You know what I mean? It's all about who you support. That's why it's all about who you. It's all about what you do to people while you're alive. Because when you get old, people definitely will mistreat you if you don't treat them well. I'm not saying John Amos. If Yeah, he didn't even tell his sister. He waited. She found out on social media that he passed away. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get into one of the reports on the Breakfast Club because y'all know I report a lot of this shit on Breakfast Club and a couple other platforms I fuck with. Um, just about what happened. So let's listen to see what happened with this shit real fast, y'all.
So yesterday we sent a rest in peace to John Amos,
Hold on,
who
hold on, real
passed
fast,
away.
y'all.
And
Wait, let me get this real
following that,
fast.
there have been
Hold on, real fast, y'all. Get this. Sometimes my TV Fire Stick should be glitchy. Let me get this shit right.
and even before that, honestly, there was some family drama surrounding him and the care of him. But there has been some new developments on that side of things. So once reports broke, which actually happened on Tuesday when his son announced the fact that he had passed away, John Amos's daughter, her name is Shannon, came out and let the world know that, yes, she is in grieving and she's in mourning, but she didn't know her dad had even passed away.
That's
She found
sad.
out through the media like we did. She said, I am without words. Our family has received the heartbreaking news that my dad, John Amos Jr., transitioned on August 21st. We are devastated and left with many questions about how this happened 45 days ago. Learning about it through the media, like
45
so many
days
do.
ago. That's crazy,
This should
y'all.
be a time of honoring and celebrating his life, yet we are struggling to navigate the wave of emotions and uncertainties around surrounding his passing. Still, there's some semblance of peace in knowing my father is finally free. My family and I deeply appreciate the outpouring of love. Cause text. Please continue to hold our family in your thoughts and prayers. So from this statement, it was very evident that something was going on, right? Like he had passed away 45 days ago, and she's just now finding out this week. That's crazy. Right.
That's
So from
ridiculous.
there, TMZ obtained the death certificate of John Amos, which again pointed to exactly what she was saying. So the death certificate said that he had died of congestive heart failure and that he was cremated more than a month ago.
That's crazy.
To Shannon's point, the family found out way after he had died and been cremated.
Then so he was cremated. John Amos was cremated. He died and was cremated, and nobody knew. So that right there is suspicious, right there. That a person is just cremated. They have no kind of services, no funeral, no nothing. Even if some people get cremated, they still have a service. I didn't get cremated. Like, come on, give a man respect. I had an uncle that went out that way. I ain't gonna get my uncle's name, but I had an uncle that went out that way. My uncle passed away in Delaware, and Yeah, we didn't know he passed away. It was like a month. We It was like a month later. Calling me from Orlando. It was a month later. We found out my uncle passed away. That's what I'm saying. Some family members and shit be deep, and I feel like he got a lot of janky family members around him. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of janky family members that didn't give a fuck about him. So I'm not gonna say he didn't treat his kids, but I don't know the relationship between him and his daughter and his son. But it seems like there's a lot of tension between the siblings. If it's not with the dad, the siblings themselves have a problem. And I always say it's very important to be cool with your siblings. You know what I mean? Like things happen, siblings fall out, which is sad. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I don't know if my headphones cut out or not. Um, but it's sad when you got siblings. Big B, salute, salute, salute. Now, when you got siblings that don't get along, and then you got parents that's getting old, and then the siblings are fighting back and forth about who's going to take care of the parent. You know, who's going to take this, who's going to take this, who got the will, who has the responsibility. So when John Amos passed away, you know, it feels more like the siblings, his daughter and son have a problem. Like they have a problem with each other, and I think that they took it out on him. I mean, that's what I'm taking it. They took it out on John Amos. I'm gonna replay. I'm gonna replay that again. I'm gonna start from the beginning, y'all.
So yesterday we sent a rest in peace to John Amos, who passed away. And following that, there has been, and even before that, honestly, there was some family drama surrounding him and the care of
We
him.
talk about
There
the
has
good
been
times, Father.
developments on that side of things. So once reports broke, which actually happened on Tuesday when his son announced the fact that he had passed away, John Amos's daughter, Miss Shannon, came out and let the world know that, you know, yes, she's in grieving and she's in mourning, but she didn't know her dad
Everybody hit the
passed
like button, hit
away.
that share
She
button.
found out through the media like we did. She
Sad.
said, "I am without words. Our family has received the heartbreaking news that my dad, John Amos Jr., transitioned on August 21st. We are devastated and left with many questions about how this happened
Hit the button,
25
y'all.
days ago, learning about it through the media like so many of you. This should be a time of honor celebrating his life, yet we are struggling to navigate the wave of emotions and uncertainties around surrounding passing. Still, there's some semblance of peace in knowing my father is finally free. My family and I deeply appreciate the outpouring of love, calls, text. Please continue to hold our family in your thoughts and prayers." So from this statement, it was very evident that something was going on, right? Like he had passed away 45 days ago, and
That's
she's just
crazy.
now finding out this
45 days later. That's crazy.
Right. So from there, TMZ obtained the death certificate of John Amos, which again pointed to exactly what she was saying. So the death certificate said that he had died of congestive heart failure and that he was cremated more than a month ago.
That's sad.
To Shannon's point, the family found out way after he had died and been cremated.
Who cremated him?
So I'm going to get to that. So the date of death is listed as August 21st at Inglewood Hospital. Now his son KC is listed as the informant, so that means KC informed the county of his dad's death.
So KC is
assuming
involved
that
with this.
KC is the person who set up the cremation, because it also lists here where like the ashes were released to, and it's listed as KC.
Like who can you count on?
So in KC is his son, who was in care of John at the time, and it also listed there was no autopsy done. So another family friend, I'm sorry, not a family friend, John Amos's goddaughter, released a statement following the cremation conversation, a bunch of different conversations that were happening. Her name is Amy. She released this on Facebook, and she says, "We do not." So at the time, they didn't have the death certificate themselves. Do not have a death certificate, nor do we know where or why he died, because they didn't have a death certificate. But we know he was suffering from congestive heart failure and dementia. We fear he was likely cremated to avoid any potential investigation into conditions surrounding his final days. Over the past year, John Amos was isolated from his family and close friends by Kelly Casey Amos, son.
That's his son.
And this is all alleged, y'all. This is alleged by Amy.
That's sad, yo.
John Amos.
Good times, Father, yo.
She named
the best TV dad out there, man.
The listed publicist for John Amos, as well as one of the people that was isolating him from family, allegedly. And then she goes on to say, Katie portrayed an image of a close father-son relationship on social media, but the reality was far complex.
So he lied. He was never that close with his dad.
Casey often gave John verbal prompts to create a narrative on social media that were not effective or reflective of the truth. We are deeply concerned our father may have been neglected and isolated during his final days, as we receive photos from conservatives and medical professionals. The situation mirrors Shannon and Casey's mother's passing. They suspect that these actions, and I'm assuming they're talking about the way he was isolated from the family, according to them, have been taken to alter potential wills, and collect life insurance or other benefits. This made even more concerning by he struggles with addiction and mental health issues, as well as his previous arrest. She says, we refuse to rule out the possibility of foul play, especially given the involvement of two individuals, a person named Eugene Brummer and Belinda Foster. Now, this is all alleged
That's sad,
by
yo. That's
Amy,
sad,
who is the
y'all.
goddaughter of John Amos. Now, this, I told you guys, this drama has been going on for some time. It's
That's
over a year
sad.
at this point between the family. We actually have audio of John Amos when he was first in the
Y'all
hospital while he
listen
was
to
in
this.
jail,
Listen to this
where
audio,
his
y'all.
daughter Shannon spoke out and said, "My dad is suffering from elder abuse. Something's wrong." So he released this
Listen
video.
to
Let's
this,
take a
y'all.
listen.
I'm an 83-year-old man, and I have two children. My son is here with me in the hospital in Memphis, and I'm not in the hospital as a result of anything that happened recently, other than the fact that about a month ago I was hospitalized because I was suffering from water retention. My main issues are that I feel that I was, prior to entering the hospital, I had some ongoing issues with my daughter, who I feel has taken advantage of me, and she would be the
Somebody
primary
wrote that for him.
suspect, if you would. I don't know if that's the right term to use or not, but she's the one that I would attribute my elderly abuse to.
What?
Now, after this
That was
video,
John Amos.
yes, that was John Amos about a year ago. After
That's
his daughter
crazy.
Stephanie, I mean Shannon, I'm sorry, his
So I
daughter
want to say this,
Shannon had
y'all.
first.
You can tell the way he wrote that or the way he's saying it that he's reading from something that he didn't write that himself. That's not him just saying it from his mind. That he's reading something. So I'm sure that it makes sense that his son tell him, read this, dad, read this, and I'm gonna put this on social media because I actually follow his son on social media, and I've been following his son for years just to keep updates about John Amos. Because I've been big fan of Good Times. Very even though I'm very young, but I always watched Good Times growing up, and I happen to be from the same town that John Amos. We both from East Orange, New Jersey. He was born in North, but raised in East Orange. I was born in East Orange, and I grew up in Elizabeth. You know what I mean? So we from the same place. So I always had a lot of respect. He's a New Jersey legend. So it's sad that he went out this way. I didn't expect him, a legacy that he has for so long, a career that he had, to go out like this. You know what I mean? So it's kind of real sad. It kind of touches home because he is from my home. You know what I mean? So it definitely touches. Definitely touches. You know what I mean? That this is actually a touchy situation where you feel siblings having a problem maybe caused him to die maybe sooner. You know what I mean? Like I don't really think he was supposed to die like this. I feel like it has to do with neglect. And I had to put that on people, but that's where it's seeming like that he died from people wasn't taking care of him well enough, during his last months or years. Even though he was very, 83, 84 years old when he passed. You know what I mean? But I feel like he could have lived a lot longer if he wasn't getting neglected by his children. So who can you really count on? If you can't count on your kids when you get old, you can't count on a spouse. I mean, depending on how old your spouse is with you, they might need help too. But if you can't count on your kids and other family members, who can you really count on when you get old? So I think it's something that we all need to really think about. Like when we get old, do we really have the right people in line that can really help us out when we get old? So like if you got kids, y'all better treat your kids good because if you don't, your kid's gonna push you down the stairs in your wheelchair. You dig what I'm saying? Like you better treat your kids good when you get old because you ain't nobody to take care of you. Who else gonna take care of you if it ain't gonna be your kids? You know what I'm saying? Like who else you got? Then you might have a spouse, but your spouse might be struggling too with health issues. You dig what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to have a cousin. Somebody's gonna have to take care of you. Or you're gonna have to go to a facility. Then if you go to a facility, they're not your family. So they're gonna take care of you to an extent. That's about it. They're gonna take care of you to an extent, but you not they dad, they mom, you not they cousin, you not a grandparent to them. So they'll show you respect. But other than that, like you can't even count it. Actually, no, I'm gonna change that. Sometimes you can count on motherfuckers that ain't your family. It's your family you can't fucking count on. You said Delma. You talk about Delma from Good Times. Let me listen to what the rest of what they saying over here.
Claimed that there was elder abuse, exploitation, and a bunch of other things happening on behalf of her brother. I will say though, authorities about a year ago came in, investigated this, and ruled that that was not happening. And there has been no official statement. I have reached out to the woman, Belinda Foster, who's listed as a publicist for John Amos, and I've also reached out to his
everybody the like button.
No word back as of yet. So I don't really know for sure what's happening, but everything about this screams that there's just some disconnect in the family. As
definitely disconnect.
Absolutely, you didn't speak to your dad or your godfather in 45 days. There's definitely some disconnect. But I will say this: when people have dementia, right? A lot of times they don't understand what they're saying, and
they don't.
Everything that happens in the world, they think happens to them. So the fact that he said that he was getting elderly abuse, or they were stealing from him, that doesn't necessarily have to be true. That could just be in his mind.
He had dementia?
That's what she said.
So that's what the daughter is claiming that he suffered, and the goddaughter is
I
claiming
appreciate everybody the like button. Y'all appreciate it. Congestive heart
failure and dementia is what the family on one side.
He had died from dementia. Dementia not gonna kill you.
During that time when that video released, it was something about like fluid and parts of his
body. That's your mind.
Mentioned the heart failure as well too.
First thing first, man.
It's a lot.
Rest in peace, John Amos. Sending healing energy to the family.
Rest in peace to John Amos, man.
Too messy. Even if they're trying to make it obvious. I do wonder how families dealt with these things before social media. Like,
exactly.
All that information. What do they expect to happen? What do they want us to do? Are they just venting? Are they crying out for help? Are they just trying to embarrass each other?
They trying to embarrass each other too.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I think Shannon is trying to like people going to
rest in peace, John Amos.
Started to GoFundMe to raise money to like look into it, get investigators to look into it and all that stuff. So there's
all investigators.
Yeah, I don't know what.
But it's more than just.
How you gonna go to your dad's funeral and stuff like that? Like how you? That's crazy, yo.
Back to open up to see exactly what happened.
I'm saying is spend that time and energy talking to those people.
I understand.
Like, why are you talking to social media?
It's just it's so sad to see, especially in death when you're at the same time they're all mourning the loss of John Amos. You know what I mean? So yeah, well, I mean, I hope that they're out.
And it makes the grieving process harder. Like, like nobody want to hear all that when they grieving.
Facts. Everybody the like button, y'all.
You know the sad thing about it, and I don't know if this is the exact thing, but when somebody passes away, everybody always looks into finances too to see where that will is. Who gets?
Yeah, I couldn't to my parents.
Where does this go? Where does that go? And that's a part of it as well. I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying, Big. I couldn't do that to my parents. Like I just couldn't. I can't. That's why I try my hardest to like help who I can help, because I couldn't live with doing that to my parents and they old age. And I got parents, they getting up there. My parents ain't that old though. Like, my dad's 60, my mom in her late 50s and stuff like that. But, I always told myself I'm gonna be there for my parents. I'm gonna be there for my girl, I'm gonna be there for my kids. But who gonna be there for us? Somebody has to be there for us too. Somebody has to be there for us. Hey Denise, how you doing, Queen? You gotta get a ring. Denise, I'm glad to see you in here. I haven't seen you here in a minute. Hold on. We talk about John Amos, and they should have a rinse out, Denise. We talk about, the good times Father James. Somebody's calling me. I never thought that he was gonna, die from neglect. That's what it seems like. He died from neglect, y'all. He died from neglect.
Sure.
Well, we'll stay locked to figure out what's happening. Hopefully, I get back from somebody because I did reach out and I can provide some more insight on something.
All right. Well, that is just with the mess with Loro. So now when we come back, we got front page news.
Yeah, so that was all they had to say about that. So that's very sad, y'all. Rest in peace to John Amos. I actually want to go into his career of everybody knows that he got kicked off because he died in good times. Everybody know that. Oh hell yeah. Everybody know he died on good times too. He didn't even get a good farewell on good times because they kicked him off the show because he was so much of a strong black actor with his own opinion. They didn't like that, so they kicked him off the damn show because they couldn't take a black actor saying, "Hey, I don't like this coon stuff with this shit." You know what I mean? I don't like all the junking and jiving and all that stuff. He had a problem with that. That's why they took him off the show. He didn't even get his respect off good times. And he's one of the best fathers, black fathers, when it comes to black fathers on TV. Who else can you imagine? Other than like maybe Uncle Phil. You know what I mean? Like who else? You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna say Carl Wood, they were too much on that lolly shit on Family Matters, but I watch Family Matters. But other than like Uncle Phil, like who else was like that strong black father? You know what I mean? Other than like Bill Cosby, I guess Bill Cosby, because I guess he was the first black actor to portray a doctor was Bill Cosby, like a successful family. Because, Good Times was based on the projects. Players only, man. Kev, salute. We talk about John Amos right now. You know, the New Jersey legend, you know what I mean, that passed away. And, you know, I'm going to actually go back one more time. I'm going to replay from the Breakfast Club one more time. You know what I mean? Just one more
So
time.
yesterday we sent a rest in peace to John Amos.
To the
who
John
passed away.
Amos, man.
And
New Jersey legend.
following
East
that, there
Stars,
has
New Jersey,
been, even
Illtown. You
before
heard?
that, honestly, there was some family drama surrounding him and the care of him, but there has been some new developments on that side of things. So once reports broke, which actually happened on Tuesday when his son announced the fact that he had
Play
passed
this one
away,
more time, y'all.
John Amos's daughter, her name is Shannon, came out and let the world know that, you know, yes, she
I actually
was
reached out to
grieving
Shane. I'm waiting for him to
mourning,
hit me
but
back.
she didn't know her dad had even passed away. She found out through the media like we did. She said,
How would you
without words,
feel? How would you feel? Actually, I'll go back and replay some of this. How would you feel about, you know, learning that your parent passed away from social media and your sibling not having the guts to tell you that your dad passed away or your mom passed away? How would you feel about that? How would you really feel about learning from social media that one of your loved ones passed away? Like, make it make sense. I couldn't imagine that somebody told me my parents passed away. I'm learning from social media. It would be a motherfucking problem with my siblings or whoever. Whoever's in care of them, it would be a motherfucking problem. We gonna have to shoot the fade. Ain't no way in hell. And then we all found out 45 days later he passed away because he died August the 21st. About 45, 46 days ago, like probably 46, 45, 46 days ago now, he died. Does it make sense? What the fuck? It took him that long to tell his family that he died. Then he get cremated, makes it more suspicious that he got cremated. So he got cremated. So anything that happened in his body is gone. They can't do no autopsy. He got cremated. It's his ashes now. So tell about what happened to him. Yeah, he died from heart failure or he had dementia. They just made up stuff. I'm sure he had a lot of health issues because he was up there in age, right? But he died from neglect. I feel like he just wasn't getting taken care of correctly, y'all. That's it. I'm gonna replay little pieces of this piece and go off this shit. You did?
He has received the heartbreaking news that my dad, John Amos Jr., transitioned on August 21st. We are devastated and left with many questions about how this happened 45 days ago, learning about it through the media like so many of you. This should be a time of honoring and celebrating his life, yet we are struggling to navigate the wave of emotions and uncertainties surrounding his passing. Still, there are some semblance of peace in knowing my father is finally free. My family and I deeply appreciate the outpouring of love, calls, texts. Please continue to hold our family in your thoughts and prayers. So from this statement, it was very evident that something was going on, right? Like he had passed away 45 days ago.
Shit, 45 days ago.
Now finding out this week. So
that's very sad. I feel bad for her.
So from there, TMZ obtained the death certificate of John Amos, which again pointed to exactly what she was saying. So the death certificate said that he had died of congestive heart failure and that he was cremated more than a month ago.
Crazy.
To Shannon's point, the family
that touches home, y'all. For me, that touches home.
Being cremated.
Who cremated?
So I'm going to get to that. So the date of death is listed as August 21st at Inglewood Hospital. Now his son KC is listed as the informant, so that means KC informed the county of his dad's death.
Bullshit.
So
everybody like button. You're
set up the cremation because it also lists here where like the
I appreciate it, man.
Like where they were released to. And it's listed as KC's home. So in KC's his son, who was
hell yeah, his son did some bullshit
John at the time. It also listed there was no autopsy done.
No autopsy done. No autopsy done. Look, I can tell there's a lot of foul play with his death. There's no autopsy done. Us finding out. I didn't even know he died. I'm like, hold on. I back and Google it myself. I'm like, hold on. It said he died August the 21st. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck it take us almost like 2 months to figure out he passed away? That is ridiculous. Like somebody with his character, like I said, he's a legend just when it comes to TV, movies, you know what I mean? Like how he don't get respected like that. He didn't even get respected from Good Times. You know what I mean? How the fuck he don't get respected to have an proper funeral with a family around him? Like hopefully I pray I don't go out like that. Hopefully I don't go out like that. That's what I'm saying. Make sure y'all treat your kids good or your family good because when you get old, your kids might push your ass down the stairs in your wheelchair. Your kids might fuck you up when you get old. If you treat your kids bad, they're going to treat you bad when you get old. You understand? I'm going to keep saying that. Treat people well because when let's all pray we all get old one day. You're going to need somebody to come look out for you. That's be for real. No matter how much money you got, no matter what stage you in, somebody has to look out for you eventually. Right, the kids don't forget nothing. Like me, it's shit that my parents, I don't forget anything, but I never do that, none of that shit to my parents. Like I never will. I don't hold no shit like that against people like that. I don't like bygones, like bygones. I ain't really up on that shit like that when it comes to people. Unless you don't try to kill one of my family, try to kill me if you are a family member. Even if you stole from me, I can, things, items can get replaced. So I ain't gonna hold that during like somebody's time when you about to die. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give my all to make sure your last time on this earth is the best time you ever had. If I could, whatever I can do to take care of you, I'm gonna try my best to do that. But I don't, like I said, I don't know his true relationship with his kids. I don't know. It just proves that he wasn't that close with his kids. That's just a fact. He's that close with his kids, y'all, because this, I don't feel like this never would have happened. No way that this would have happened if you're that close with your kids. You know what I mean? Like, he's a strong father on TV, and I'm sure he was a strong father in real life because that was his real attitude, y'all. He really had that East Orange, New Jersey, like hood flag. You know what I mean? Like born in Newark and raised in East Orange, New Jersey. I actually did a short on if you go to my shorts right after this live, go to my shorts and check out the a football picture of him from East Orange, New Jersey High School. And I put a short on, like 5 minute short, you know what I mean, like 5 second short, little quick, but just giving y'all old picture back from when he played football for East Orange, New Jersey. Where it's like my dad and my uncle, all my uncles, family members graduated from East Orange High School. You know what I mean? So him passed away, Debbie touched home. Like I sound from the same town as John Amos. He's from the same town, East Orange, New Jersey. You know, like I come from a famous county. You know what I mean? Laurel Hill, Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I mean? Naughty by Nature. I come from a famous area. You know, where a lot of famous people came from. So he's definitely a New Jersey. He definitely gonna be missed, but he definitely was. He didn't go out well. He didn't go out well. He went out. He went out the same motherfucking way he went out on Good Times. Why he died on Good Times? He died in some fucking accident or some bullshit. He died in some kind of a stupid accident on Good Times. I'm not, if I'm correct. Yeah, but he broke my heart when he played a gay man on the TV show. He played a gay man on TV show. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. What's the name of the movie? Oh, no, what's the name of the TV show? Because I didn't even know that. I don't know. The father from Crooklyn was a good father also. Okay, Crooklyn, yeah, you right, Crooklyn. Crooklyn, he definitely. I know he played a good. I know he played a gay. He played a gay man on TV. What's it? I gotta find that show. I want to find that show. I actually want to go into his good times. His good times shit.
No, I'm sorry, not a family friend, but John Amos's goddaughter.
Play this one more time, y'all.
Following
the
cremation conversation, a bunch of different conversations.
Then he get cremated too.
She released this on Facebook, and she says, "We do not." So at the time, they didn't have the death certificate themselves. We do not have a death certificate, nor do we know where or why he died because they didn't have a death certificate.
Still don't know.
But we know he was
after 45 days later.
And dementia. We fear he was likely cremated to avoid any potential investigation and sedition surrounding his final days.
Monkey Man, you just got a sub for Big B, man. Salute to Big B for sub. Appreciate it, Monkey Man.
The past year, John Amos was isolated from his family and close friends by Kelly Casey Amos, that's his son. And this is all alleged, y'all. This is alleged by Amy, John Amos's goddaughter.
I want to get back into what he said because he put a statement out last year about him being abused by his daughter, which his daughter wasn't the one taking care of, it was his son. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty much sure that his son scripted him to say certain things. So I'm pretty sure his son had a lot of foul play to do with his death. I hate to say it like that, but it just all the fingers point to you, homie. And I know you're grieving right now, but a lot of this shit don't make sense, homie.
Belinda Foster, who is a listed publicist for John Amos, as well as one of the people that was isolating him from family, allegedly. And then she goes on to say, Casey portrayed an image of a close father-son relationship on social media, but the reality was far more complex. Our father suffered from dementia, and Casey often gave John verbal prompts to create a narrative on social media.
Either 2.5 Men or 30 Rock. I'm gonna check into that.
Yeah, that were not effective or of the truth. We are deeply concerned that our father may have been neglected.
Yeah, I did not know that. Monkey Man, I know he played a game man.
From concerned neighbors and medical professionals. The situation mirrors Shannon and Casey's mother's passing. They suspect that these actions, and I'm assuming they're talking about the way that he was isolated from the family, according to them, have been taken to alter potential wills, and collect life insurance or other benefits.
Oh, so they
This
said
may work with
wills.
certain-
So that means okay. Now they're jumping into wills now, right? So that means there's a good chance. And this happened with my grandma, right? When my grandma passed away, she was supposed to be writing a will. That never happened. The will never happened because she got too old in age, and that's why I always tell people before you die, before you get too old, get your shit right. Get your paper, get your will, whatever you want to give to family members, get that correct. Because once you get too old, you're not going to remember. That happened to my grandparents. They didn't remember to make a will, put to give people in line specific instructions to do things. That happened with my grandparents, y'all. So I'm living through this shit for real. But I look back, I'm like, damn, my grandma didn't leave us shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, you didn't leave us anything? Like, what the fuck? Like, and then I'm looking back at it. I'm like, oh, she wanted to leave us stuff, but she got too old where she never signed like some of the paperwork to get everything appraised, to get it sent to different family members. And then family members go and rampack my grandma's shit and take everything from her and not leave like my mom and some of the grandkids shit. Because I never got anything from my grandma passing away. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really get too much from my grandma passing away. My grandma had a lot of antique stuff that I know a lot of family members ran, packed, and took. Like ancient shit. Like shit that came from my great grandparents. What my grandma had. Shit that was like back from like 17th century. My grandma had. Hey Queen, so how you doing, Queen? Yeah, it's very sad. That's why I say treat your family well. And if you old, get your motherfucking shit like your whatever like you want to put in line when you pass away, your life insurance policies. Like I feel like his son was in charge of all that shit. So him passing away, his son probably was in control of his finances. Like his royalty checks, any kind of insurance policy he has, I'm sure his son was in charge of that. And took advantage of that. That's why he didn't want to tell family members he passed away. It all makes sense, y'all. He didn't want to tell family members he passed because he's in charge of like the outcome of like the money and things like that. So he didn't want to tell his sister. He didn't want to tell his sister because he wanted to take everything for himself. Come on, man. Make this shit make sense, y'all. We dropping this motherfucking hot content over here on YouTube, tracking with the numbers.
By Casey struggles with addiction and mental health issues, as well as previous arrests. She says we refuse to rule out the possibility of foul play, especially given the involvement of two individuals.
It's foul play. It's foul play, y'all. Stop with the bullshit. It's foul play.
By Amy, who is the goddaughter.
Don't make sense, Big B, right? It don't make sense.
Now, this, I told you guys, this drama has been going on for some time. It's over a year at this point between the family. We have audio of John Amos.
That's what I'm waiting for. Listen to this audio, y'all. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, y'all.
My dad is suffering from elder abuse. Something's wrong. So here's this video. Let's take a listen.
I'm an 83-year-old man, and I have two children. My son is here with me in the hospital in Memphis, and I'm not in the hospital as a result of anything that happened recently, other than the fact that about a month ago I was hospitalized because I was suffering from water retention. My main issues are...
You can tell he's reading from something, y'all.
Prior to entering the hospital, I had some ongoing issues with my daughter, who I feel has taken advantage of me, and she would be the primary suspect, if you will.
He said she's suspect.
The right term to use or not. And she's the one that I would attribute my elderly abuse to.
Now,
okay, so just him just saying that, right? Just him just saying that. That's one thing I wanted to say. Going back to that, right? You can tell the son wrote that for the dad to read. Say, if anything happens to me, it's my daughter that did it. Come on, make it make sense, y'all. You can tell that was his son saying that, hey, you put this in here for social media, so if anything ever happens to you, I ain't taking the blame. You're gonna put it on my sister. That's why I say, hey, like if anything, I'm experiencing elder abuse, and if anything happens, it's my daughter that did it. Like, come on, y'all. Yo, your son ain't slick, bro. You not slick, homie. You did foul shit to your family. That's fucked up. Then you kept him away. You kept him away for like months. That's why people didn't know he passed away. You kept him away hidden. Because I knew something was weird. Because I follow his son on Instagram, and I haven't seen a post in a long time. I'm like, hold on. He was posting like daily about his dad and how he doing, and he wasn't posting shit no more. I'm like, nah, there's some suspicious shit going on. Like, nah, like. That's bullshit.
After the daughter Stephanie, I'm sorry.
Bullshit, y'all.
Daughter Shannon had first claimed that there was elder abuse, exploitation, and a bunch of other things happening on behalf of our brother. I will say, though, authorities about a year ago came in, investigated this, and ruled that was not happening. And there has been no official statement from authorities. I have reached out to the woman, Belinda Foster, who's listed as a publicist for John Amos.
Dude, I just told my wife that yesterday that was
no word back as of yet. So
that's definitely scripted.
Really happening, but
yo, Monkey Man, that shit was definitely scripted. You could tell the way he reading it and the words he used, and that his son wrote that shit. He's standing right next to his son because his son was in charge of the whole social media shit. He wasn't. He read. Oh, he's not really on no Instagram and shit like that. His son was running around with him and taking him different places and doing this interviews and doing this and that's his son doing that. His son was in control of all this shit. That's why he didn't want to tell his sister nothing. That's why he kept the dad away for so many months. That just don't make sense. Go back to that point, just saying, hey, like, if anything happened to me, it was my daughter. Any abuse that happened to me, elder abuse, it was my daughter. You could tell the son wrote that shit. That's why I keep saying this is sibling beef. This might not even have to do too much with the dad like that. This is like something with the brother and sister. They don't like each other. Put it like that. The brother and sister don't like each other. Don't take that out on your parents. It's just like if me and my sisters had a problem, right? We can't let that affect us taking care of our parents in the old ages. Don't let that affect. And sometimes it does. It happens in normal family lives. It happens to a lot of people, especially in black families. For some reason, a lot of us end up having problems with our family. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. Even the Spanish family, sometimes you just end up having problems with family. Y'all don't like each other. Family don't talk for years. People pass away. You don't even know about it. We need to stop that nonsense, y'all. It was my daughter. Facts, Monkey Man, facts. This shit it's heartbreaking, y'all. It's just heartbreaking to hear somebody go out like that, family members not caring about you. And then especially an icon like you are, where you like supposed to be like one of the top fathers of TV history ever. Like he will always go down as one of the top fathers of history ever. I don't give a fuck how many shows people always would go back to Good Time and John Amos. He was definitely that motherfucker. He was definitely that father that we needed, that everybody that didn't have a father like him, that father that worked, that grind, that wanted to get his family out together. Everybody wanted that. John Amos.
Thank all of my fans that have supported me.
Just like a little before he passed away, y'all.
That I'm alive and well, and looking forward to another year of comedy.
Nikki Queen, how you doing? Talk about John Amos right now. Rest in peace to the king.
Straight ahead. Don't get none on you.
America's beloved TV dad, John Amos, has passed away at the age of 84 due to natural causes.
Bullshit.
The news was confirmed by
that's one of his last videos right here.
Amos, who fondly
that's his son.
His father for kindness and generosity.
At one time or another,
look at his son.
Had the desire to resolve our differences with other people.
Bullshit.
In other words,
his son right there.
Bang each other to relieve yourself of the stress involved in the relationship, whatever it might be.
Despite leading a peaceful and
that's one of his last videos right here, y'all. When his son cut his hair.
Were marked by family conflict.
That's one of his last Instagram videos right there.
In 2023, his name appeared in headlines under unfortunate circumstances when his children, Shannon and Kelly, became entangled in a very public dispute concerning his health and care. On June 8, 2023, Shannon Amos shocked fans when she took to social media.
Damn.
Gravely ill in a Memphis hospital. She set up a GoFundMe page asking for financial help and claimed that she had been denied access to her father by her brother.
That's sad.
She alleged that Kelly was abusing their father and attempting to exploit him financially. In her statement, Shannon wrote, "On May 14th,
they look just like their dad too.
A distressing call from my dad, sharing that he was hospitalized in Memphis, Tennessee in immense."
That's one of his last videos right here. That's his last video he did on Instagram right here, y'all.
ICU revealed his life was hanging by a thread. She went to accuse her brother of elder abuse and financial exploitation.
Look at his son. Man, bullshit.
The last 2 weeks shattered our world. My dad, a victim of elder abuse and financial exploitation. We are collaborating with the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, local authorities.
This is right before he got sick. You can tell how healthy he was here. You could tell this when he was. This is like his last days right here.
And protect my father's future.
This is last days right there.
Stripped bare necessitates a safe space for his return.
Yes, he's running for a little bit.
This cruel reality really bewilders us.
I don't know how the son got away with just taking him from her like that without her seeing her dad.
Kelly responded swiftly, refuting all of his allegations,
Bullshit.
stating that their father didn't need financial help from fans and denying any wrongdoing. The feud left many confused, with both siblings posting opposing accounts of the situation. Shannon even marked Father's Day in 2023 by sharing old photos of Amos, expressing how much she missed him and seemingly indicating that she had not been able to see him. She captioned the post, "We miss you, Daddy. Happy Father's Day." Kelly, on the other hand, frequently posted videos of himself and his father promoting
That's all he did.
products, which fueled rumors that this might have been the explanation Shannon had referred to.
Kunta here.
Tell us some Kunta here. What he read?
Yes, sir.
Tell us Kunta
How are you,
Kinte.
Mr. Gus?
There were also reports that John Amos may have been suffering from dementia, adding complexity to the situation and raising concerns about his ability in his final days. When his death was announced, the rift in the family seems still unresolved.
That's his son right there, yo.
The statement was issued solely by Kelly,
Yeah,
with no
that's the
mention of Shane, suggesting that their issues were not yet healed. John Amos's final days may have been clouded by family strife, but his legacy as an actor and as America's beloved TV dad remains undiminished. We send our deepest condolences to his family and loved ones and pray they find peace in the midst of their grief. May his soul rest in peace.
Rest in peace to a legend, y'all. Man, y'all family, man, get y'all siblings, work this shit out somehow. Cause that's mad sad, y'all. Y'all dad passed away. Y'all both grieving. And, you know, y'all gotta stop the family nonsense, y'all. Stop the family nonsense, y'all. You only get one family. Who else you got after that? Who else gonna take care of you? That's why I keep telling people. Be mindful who the fuck you your kids, how you treat people, your siblings. Even you don't never know your sibling might have to take care of you. You never know. Just be mindful how you treat people. It's very serious, y'all. It's life or death situation sometimes for people. Look what happened to John Amos. Like he didn't have a proper burial or nothing. Nothing. He had no proper nothing. Mind you, what happened to my uncle. He had no proper nothing because of family drama. This happens too much in the black community, y'all. On some real shit. This happens way too much. This is ridiculous, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Shit kind of pissed me off. That shit definitely pissed me off. Like I said, that shit hit hard, man. Because I got family members that did the same shit when my grandma passed away. I just want to see what happened with his good time stuff, man. Let's go back to one of his last interviews. Like 4 years ago interview. He did an interview 4 years ago. On Flag. Look, Flag, nigga.
They covered a lot of topics on Good Times, you know, lots of serious topics.
Very serious.
JJ got shot.
Right?
Teenage pregnancy.
This is like one of his last real big like interviews. You know what I mean? It's like 4 year ago interview. You know what I mean?
Seniors being forced to eat pet food to survive.
Bullshit.
The things that
Baby getting abused with the iron, you know, child abuse.
Janet Jackson.
I think that's when America really began to set up and take notice of the show because of the subject matter that Norman was conveying to them.
Everybody hit the like button. You heard?
Straight humor.
Got good content over here. I mean, got good babies on this motherfucker lately.
Norman's vision because it's odd there were no black writers on Good Times. Isn't that correct?
We had a lot of contention about that because I felt like I knew more about what a black family should be and how a black father would
exactly
than our writers.
Because they ain't black.
Were black, and their perception or their idea of what a black family would be and what a black father would be was totally different from mine, and mine was steeped in reality.
Absolutely.
So after
he keeping it real,
let's say emotional discussions, we got that straightened out, and they finally accepted the fact that I might know a little bit more about that than they did. Mm-hmm. And after all these years, I think Norman, after a number of years, rather, Norman came around to my way of thinking.
So were some of these worked out actually when you had to do the read-throughs, and you were like, we would never say nothing like that, or we would never do nothing like that, or that's ridiculous, or when did this come up? During rehearsals or what?
Well, that was the thing about working with Norman Lear. He liked
Norman Leary,
actors' input,
one of the
but by the
rowdies.
same time, he couldn't relinquish control of the show to
They
the
was
actors
trying
since
to
he had
make
a
Thelma
staff of
pregnant,
fine writers
but
as well.
that's the role fought
But
for them to
ultimately, we
change
worked
that
out
James left
a
because of
system whereby whatever
stereotyping.
ad libs or whatever
Okay, I
scenes
ain't know
sound like
about
a
that. I
man,
ain't know about
one of
Smokey
the other
Man.
cast members were.
But didn't Thelma get pregnant like at the end, but during the younger seasons? Because I know later on Thelma got pregnant by at the end. I know she got married. She got pregnant, if I'm not mistaken, right? You know, I'm very young, but I grew up on Good Times. I can see.
Made for that
So all
matter.
my parents played a lot in the house. My
They
mom still
were,
watched Good Times.
in fact, they were encouraged in until it reached a point where I was not. I'll put it this way: I wasn't very tactful in my complaints about the script or the script points.
Yeah, I think that's legendary. I think
The
we're
legend.
aware of that.
Like I said, I wasn't the most diplomatic guy, so very often it would end in me saying, "Well, let's go outside then."
He's ready to get popping. He's ready to get shaking on his motherfucker. He's like, let's go outside then. You know, that's that straight motherfucking East Orange, New Jersey swag. Like, nigga, let's go outside. Nigga, that's the same thing I be saying. Let's go outside and handle this shit then. Shit. Fuck all that talking, nigga. Let's get some shit. So get some furniture moving around and shit.
And the same way you said, what do you mean we go outside?
Black man,
let's go outside and handle this shit real fast, motherfucker.
That was scary.
I told you the way he was on Good Times is the way he was in real life, y'all. The way he was on Good Times was the way he was in real life.
It was even scarier.
Funny. Yeah.
Well,
it wasn't funny to them at the time.
Yeah, they were scared as hell.
Serious to the point that
they were scared as hell.
They said, we can't deal with this anymore. And Norman called me up one day. We were on hiatus. And he said, his secretary, J.D. Joe, called and said, John Norman would like to speak to you. I said, sure, I'm here.
Yeah, fuck him too. Fuck John Norman.
He said, Big John, how you doing? I said, I'm doing fine, Norman. What's up? He said, well, I got good news and bad news. He said, we had done the pilot. So, we had finished, I think, in the top 15 or the top 10 shows. So it was a foregone conclusion that the show was going to be picked up for another full season. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, the good news is that we've been picked up for another year. I said, well, I pretty much expected that. And he said, but the bad news is you won't be with us. And I said, how's that? He said, well, we had to let you go, John. He said, we can't have you threatening the writers' lives and the writers that give us, and they're going to have to let you go. Wish you the best of luck. I said, okay, Norm, bye. And I hung up the phone. Years later, we were to work together again on 3 different shows, 3 different pilots. Because he realized after a fashion that I was right about some things. I wasn't the most diplomatic guy in terms of expressing my grievances, but he allowed that, and he and I established a relationship as proven by the recent reprisal.
Okay, so the guy that fired him from Good Times, he ended up building a relationship with him after he got fired because the homie that fired him understood that he was right about his opinion. Okay, you can't have a bunch of writers that's not from that group of people, meaning like you don't know how it is to be from the hood. You understand this? Understand it real fast, right? John Amos is from East Orange, New Jersey. East Orange, New Jersey. Look up East Orange, New Jersey. It's the same place Naughty by Nature is from. You dig? It's a hood. It's right by Newark, New Jersey. You know what I mean? So he definitely know how it is to live in the hood. So all he was trying to do was give people his opinion. That's all he tried to do. He didn't want to listen to it. So, you know, back in the day, he was like, my hostile. He was like, bro, we ain't gonna listen to it. Take it outside. I'm gonna make you listen to me. So I guess him threatening people and shit like that got him kicking off the show. You know what I mean? They were scared of him. Just like in movies and TV shows, in real life, they were scared of him. That's why he got kicked off Good Time. You couldn't take a strong black actor that had an opinion. They don't like when you got your own opinion. That's a fact. When you got your own opinion, they don't like shit.
Live before an audience, it was wonderful. I mean, I was tearful because
I'm sure
all the old wounds had been healed. And
I was there, you know.
Yeah,
I saw you in the.
Everybody hit the like button,
I was looking right at you guys. I'm like, wow, this is like a long time coming.
The tears were flowing. I'm not ashamed to say it. I was so glad because, let's face it, the man changed the face of television.
Come on now.
He changed the face of the most important media communication system that's ever been created by me.
That's the good times.
And he changed it. He changed it for the better. We began to do more meaningful programming all across the board. Every network.
Didn't he have what?
This is doing the civil rights. That's a fact.
Shows
7 shows
in the top 10.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Nobody had ever done that. And quite frankly,
I'm not sure anybody's done it since.
no one has. No one has. You see a repetition of their first success, like some of the cop shows, they repeat themselves. But Norman broke ground, and he's still, for my money, the most creative producer that's ever worked in television.
So John Newman, whatever. He's the person that fired John Amos. John Newman, what his name is, he's the one that fired him, the producer. But they end up having a relationship. I didn't know that part, so I'm actually happy I found this interview because I did not know he got cool with the producer that fired him. So that's some good history right there for y'all. He got cool with the person that fired him. So that's a stand-up dude right there. Because most people, if you fire me, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be cool with you. Like you gonna have to do something like crazy for me to be cool with you again. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be cool with you after you fire me. So that just makes him a stand-up dude. That makes him a stand-up dude. You get cool when a person that fired you, you a stand-up dude in my opinion, y'all. Like I said, like yeah, for over an hour. White funny is not black funny. That is all it's about. All James said and got facts. And he also there's another interview where he got tired of the junk, the jive in, and what's that line JJ used to say all the time? Dynamite and all that shit. He got tired of that black the section of how black people act and the goofiness, how JJ was goofy and all that shit. Like niggas wasn't really like that in real life. Even JJ did an interview like that too, where he like probably wasn't really like that in real life. Like you making fun of black people in a way. In my opinion, you making fun of black. That's why like YouTube be on that bullshit trying to shut everybody on my bench. Cause I be talking facts on this, bro. All I do is drop heat. My last motherfucking shows I be putting out, dropping fire, talking shit. And YouTube don't like that shit because I'm even with the Diddy situations or anything I'm talking about, I'm dropping knowledge. Even with the Kim Porter's book, if you look, go back to my other videos, I'm dropping nothing but heat, talking about real good topics, and I'm dropping facts. And YouTube don't like when you drop fucking facts. Well, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to drop facts because this is my platform. Like, this is my page. I'll say what the fuck I want to say on here. I don't care. So he got fired because his opinion. He definitely did. But, it's just good that, stand-up dude, he got cool with the person that fired him, and they end up working together on different things and making more money. You know what I mean? So he didn't take it like that. But, yeah, it was definitely crazy. That's probably if not, like, I don't even know any other like characters on TV that went out like he did. Like who went out that like a big powerful character that was like one of the main characters, like a strong character as his that went out on TV. You know what I mean? So yeah, salute to him, Big V, salute. Yeah, B&J, yep, they definitely heard Jimmy Walker because everybody looked at him as JJ. Even when I know he did a couple of movies with him. My dad put me up on a lot of movies with them. Slip my hair right now that I'm on camera. What's the name of the movies? When JJ was like a boxer. What's the name of that motherfucking movie? It just slipped my hair. My dad was just talking about it and shit. The movie he did with JJ when JJ was a boxer and shit. When he played Kansas City Mac. I forgot the name. The movie itself slipped my head. But a good ass movie though. Came out sometime in the 70s. That's the only movie I really see JJ in really, other than him playing JJ Evans and shit like that. You know what I mean? Or I forgot the name of the motherfucking movie. Yeah, I forgot the name of the damn movie. Damn, I think of it and I'll probably come back alive. Hold on. Let me see if I can my fault, y'all. The movie's called Let's Do It Again. The movie's called Let's Do It Again. Johnny, yep, Let's Do It Again when JJ played the boxer and shit. That movie's funny as hell. I'm actually about to go back and replay that motherfucking movie. You might be find it on YouTube. I just wanted to click fast to find because I know my dad texted me the name of the movie because I was young watching. I'm like, this movie funny as hell. And I always been up on oldies. I always like old movies and old music. That's why I check out my shorts. I'm always dropping old ass short. If you like music, go check out my shorts. Go check out my short videos. You know what I mean? You want to see an old picture for John Amos when he played football and for East Orange High School? Go check my shorts out. I'm dropping shorts daily. If I'm not going live, I'm dropping shorts. I always drop at least one short or two shorts. When I get off here, I'm about to drop a short. Then I'm probably gonna go live again. What time is it? Like probably like in another hour or two, I'm gonna go live again. But we're gonna be talking about the a different topic. Maybe the strike that's going on around the world. We're gonna talk about some different subjects, y'all. So definitely stay tuned. Hit that motherfucking notification bell, as I'm always dropping bombs. Like I don't give a fuck with how YouTube shadow ban my pants. Just hit that notification bell. You know I'm live because YouTube kind of on that bullshit right now. You talking facts and dropping like heat, and when you can like a lot of shit I talk about, I can kind of back up. And YouTube don't like that shit, but hey, that's how I am. Yeah, let's do it again. Yeah, that's it. He wasn't. Let's do it again. Wasn't he Kansas City Mac? That's the same movie, right? Wasn't he Kansas City Mac or some shit like that? If I'm not mistaken. If I'm not right, was he Kansas City Mac or some shit? You know, I'm a lot younger though, but you know, I've watched a lot of the oldies too. So you know, I'm only 35, but you know, I stay at space. You know, my parents put me on a lot of shit from back in the day and music and movies and shit. So I try to be diverse with a lot of different shit, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button too. I think some people forgetting to hit the like button when y'all enter the room and y'all exit the room. You know what I mean, just don't forget to hit the like button. That makes the video do it further and makes YouTube know that we getting some support over here. But on that note, YouTube, I'm about to end this live. I'm gonna do some more content on YouTube, drop some shorts in a little bit. Also, I'm probably gonna be going live in another hour or two. We're gonna be talking about the strike and some other content. You know, we're gonna have good conversation again. I mean, so if y'all bored at work, you ain't got nothing to do, y'all just want to listen and conversate in the chat, you know, this is a place to be. I'm gonna be going live every day, dropping some shit. You dig? So salute to everybody, salute to all the moderators that came through. I'm gonna catch y'all like in another hour or two, y'all. Everybody out there, we out.